What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate you tuning in today. We are back here in my 2006 Nissan 350z, and we're at the church parking lot. As you saw from the title, something kind of happened with the 350z. As you saw from the last video, I got the front tires replaced and the rear tires rotated, and ever since then, I basically scrape everywhere I go. I'll drive around here in a little bit to show you guys how bad the scrapage actually is. So the weird thing is I don't totally understand how this is possible. All we did was rotate the rear tires, and I can't really imagine how that would make too big of a difference as far as like height goes. So the only thing I changed from the last tires were, they're a different brand. The last ones were Velozas, and these ones are called Confidence C3s. So, but other than that, they're exactly the same. So the sidewall height is the same. In the fronts, they're 225, 45, 18s. And in the back, I have 245, 45, 18s. So it's a staggered setup. So I don't actually know why I would be scraping right now. I was assuming maybe because I have like about 3 degrees of camber on the rear, because I noticed it's mostly when I'm turning. So if we turned it to where all of the tread was on the inside and that lower tread was on the outside, then I guess when you're turning, the car kind of leans to the outside, and that like the lack of tread from what we flipped would be on the outside. Does that make sense? Then like maybe I could imagine how it would be like a little lower. That is the only thing I can think of though. I've never actually rotated the tires on this thing, so I wasn't expecting that. So if that's the case, I mean, that means we were millimeters basically from scraping before, and now we scrape everywhere. Like, let's go for a drive right now. I'll show you how much we scrape, and you'll see what I'm talking about, because it's not like terrible, but it's enough to where you're kind of curious as to what is different, you know, because the tires are all the same size, so that's the weird thing. So let's go for a little drive here. All right, so we're just gonna cruise through the parking lot pretty much, but you know, gotta have our safety first. All right, so just listen to this. I'm sure you'll be able to hear it. I'm sure. Hear that? Scraped right there a little bit. This is so random. Ooh. Listen. So got a little bit of straight road here, but I thought maybe for some reason when they rotated the tires, they, you know, I don't really know what I thought actually. I mean, maybe they like added something or changed something, or when they took it off, they put it back on and it didn't sit right or something. Let's see, let's listen to this, ready? See, like before I would never scrape there. This is so weird. So I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna pull over right here for a second. So like I said, I'm not exactly sure why it's doing this. If you guys have any ideas or know why it might be doing this, please let me know down in the comments. So my plan was to actually take it to Les Schwab in this video, but I actually forgot I had a dentist appointment today, and I don't know if you guys remember, but if you've watched any of my last videos in the last month or two, you've probably noticed that I had like a chipped tooth in the front here. I got it all fixed, got the smile back, which is cool. So I remembered I had to go to the dentist, and I actually wasn't able to go to Les Schwab today. So in the next video, or whenever I have time again, we're gonna head over there and see about why this is happening, because I don't actually know why this would be happening. It's just really weird, and I don't think, you know, a tire rotation and 2 new tires would result in me scraping basically in every turn. So I know this is kind of a short video, so I wanted to do a little Q&A, or kind of just read through some of the comments I've gotten recently on my videos, just because I think it's fun to, you know, throw your guys' name up on the screen for a little bit and kind of just, you know, interact with the community. I'll reply to some people here. You know, I think it'd be kind of fun. So I'm in the comments section basically, and I just wanted to, you know, read through some of these, including a lot of the hate on the clickbait and stuff like that. There's some pretty funny comments on here, but I just wanted to read some of them to you guys and, you know, reply to some people. But let's start at the top. One Privy Ninja says, stupid thumbnail. This is the kind of guy that buys as many PS5s as possible. And honestly, I had a nice belly laugh when I read this, because right now I'm trying to build a PC. If you're trying to build a computer, you know this struggle. I'm looking for a 3060, 3070, 3080, 3090 graphics card. If you've got one, sell it to me please. But you just can't get them right now. They're out of stock everywhere. So I just thought this was a pretty funny comment though. But moving on, Z32 Lover says, the Z will never be all-wheel drive. Honestly, we don't really know, and I will be honest, someone did say that the Nismo version of the new Nissan Z is not gonna be, it's not gonna be just a body kit basically. So I'm kind of interested to see, you know, what components they're gonna do different. It might have an all-wheel drive system, it might even be like hybrid kind of. I don't really know what they would do, but you really never know. Here, let's reply to this. Boom. thanks Z32 Lover for shooting a comment. But moving on, Calucius 1986 says 3 to 6, I crank it to 63 to 6400 RPMs. It takes off like a rocket. First and second gear, still trying to figure out the change for the best performance. I totally agree. Being able to get it to 6400 RPM is just the best feeling ever, especially in every gear. Like if you have enough road, it's just the best. The hardest thing is finding the road, you know. It's just, anyways, thank you Calucius 1986 for dropping your comment. I appreciate you. All right, moving on, Noel, or I think it's Noel. Why has painting the Z taken over a month? I honestly feel like the shop you went with is terrible. Someone please explain to this guy. Good things come to those who wait. And I'm working on it all myself, basically. Like, Efren's helped me a little bit here and there, kind of to show me the ropes, but for the most part, I've been doing it all myself. And when it's done, it's going to look amazing. Like, it's gonna look, I mean, better than showroom quality, you guys. So, promise, like I said, good things come to those who wait. Noel, I'm just as impatient as you are, my friend. I want this thing to be done. I'm sitting in it right now, and it's completely sanded. We're still waiting to do the driver door. I'm going there on Monday. You know, we have to remember, he has an entire business to run, and he offered his help on, like, his free time. So, I'm just thankful that someone's showing me the ropes and even assisting me on this process. So, if it does take a little bit of time, I'm totally not worried at all. And you know, I know it's been a little bit, but I assure you we're almost done, and you know, very soon we'll have a completed product, and it's gonna look so good. It's gonna look so good. Thank you, Noel, for dropping a comment. I really appreciate it. I love seeing your name pop up. All right, you guys, next one, Nuke Electric post, hoping to get one for my 18th birthday. I hope you get one too, because this car is amazing and it's so fun to drive. If you get one for your 18th birthday, man, that would be the best present ever. I seriously think that could be the best present anyone would get. Like, can you imagine waking up on your 18th birthday, walking outside and seeing a 350Z? Like, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. I hope you get one, man. Let me know. Keep me posted. I hope you do get one. Add me on Instagram, LivingLikeJohnny. I'll put it right here. If you get one, shoot me a picture. I want to see it. And yeah, thanks for dropping your comment, man. All right, next one. All right, this is from Dragonic Warfare. You should take it to another shop. Sounds like they keep doing bad service on your car. We're not talking about the shop Auto Body and Paint here. In this specific video, I was happened to be talking about the Miata at that moment because the AC is not working right now. I took it to Top Notch Auto a few months back. I'm sure you guys remember. And they fixed it. Cost me quite a bit of money actually to get it fixed. But the AC stopped working like a week and a half later, so it has to have a leak in the Freon or something like that. So I do have to take it back over there to get it fixed. I just haven't been able to because I'll probably have to leave it for a day or two, and the Z is pretty much out of commission. I've really just been able to drive it around the neighborhood. Top Notch Auto does a great job. It just takes, you know, 2 or 3 times going back there to get it fixed, but they do a great job once it's fixed. So thanks for dropping your comment, Dragonic Warfare. I appreciate it. Randy Moore says that's a serious alignment. In the last video, the 350Z had some terrible tire tread, and I agree with you, Randy. That was some pretty serious alignment work that needed to be done. So got it all figured out though. Front tires are brand new, and it feels great. I'm not gonna lie. Feels like I have a brand new hydraulic setup. Like, the steering wheel just turns so easily. Highly recommend, if your tires are going bald, get them fixed out of your safety and just out of the drivability of the car. It just makes everything so much better. Grant Bushman, he said, dude, I told you it's the camber, not the fender liner. And you were right, bro. Like, I would say like 3 videos ago, he commented and said that the tread going away was not from the fender liner. I thought it was because the fender liner was pushing against the tire and it was melting the tire, like, kind of like carving the side of the tire. Turns out that's not the case. The tire would just eat through that fender liner instantly. So I don't know what I was thinking, but Grant, you were right. You were right. It was the fender liner. I already replied and everything, so I forgot to like it though, so. I think it's Rashika. Thank you so much for your comments, dude. I love seeing your name pop up. You have the nicest comments ever. He says, one of the most genuine channels on YouTube. Keep up your awesome work, and waiting for the final part soon. Stay safe, buddy. Cheers. Thank you so much, my friend. It makes me so happy to see your comments every time, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad you like the channel and the content, and there's plenty more where this came from. So yeah, it's just great to have you part of the YouTube family. So, all right. Once again, thank you, Rashika. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I said your name right. All right, I'm gonna do a few more. We're getting to some funny ones, I'm not gonna lie. Jordan B says, awesome video mate. Do you mind me asking what mileage on your Z? And also, when driving like this, do you have your traction control on? Thank you so much. I love your videos. Thank you so much, Jordan. I really appreciate it. Like, your support means everything to me. We gotta stick together, man. You're Jordan B, I'm Johnny B. It's the B gang, you know? It's the B gang. My Z actually just hit 81,000 miles, so super low if you ask me. I got the car actually at 60,000 miles, so I've put about 21K in seriously 2 years. So been driving 10,000 miles a year with this thing, and I don't plan on slowing down because I just love this car. So yeah, 81K miles, and my car actually does not have any traction control buttons. Nothing on the steering wheel, nothing down here. No traction control buttons. So this is the base model. I don't know if that means traction control is always on or if it just doesn't have traction control. Hopefully it just means it doesn't have traction control, you know. Once again, thank you, JohnnyB. I appreciate it. Commented back from JohnnyB. All right, next comment. This is the most controversial video I've ever posted, and this comment right here explains basically 50% of the comments on that video. I apologize to anyone that was extremely triggered from my clickbait. I did not see a 400Z or the new Z in a Ralph's parking lot. I totally photoshopped that picture. There were some pretty mad people. If you guys want a good laugh, go check out the comments in this video. I mean, I wasn't trying to do any harm, okay? Like, I was just, you know, I took a year of Photoshop in college, so I figured it wouldn't be too bad, but turns out people don't want it. I probably will never clickbait this hard ever again. It was just kind of an experiment. It is my most viewed video. I'm not gonna lie. It's at 30,000 views. So talk about a way to make a first impression, you know? So anyways, I'm sorry if I upset you guys. This, like, I'd say like 30% of the comments are kind of like this. The rest of them are actually, they're not too bad. So, you know, I'm sorry if I triggered you. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna do 2 more here. This one's from Samus. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Last week, I changed the shocks on my 97 Miata. Oh, we were talking about this actually last week, and he has a Miata with 380,000 miles on the chassis, you guys. 380,000 miles. I don't know if that's the stock engine, but that's a lot of miles, okay? Like, dang. And he said it made such a huge difference on the ride. I'm now confident to throw it into the corner, and it's now predictable. The old shocks were the original on the car, and it made such a difference changing them. The car literally feels like a go-kart. I love the car so much. I can't agree with this comment more. I need to do the shocks on my car because they're pretty much shot, and I'm just riding on stock suspension right now, so definitely need to do them. But I love my Miata so much for these exact reasons, and it's so cool to meet people that feel the same way about them. And my car doesn't have that many miles on it, but maybe someday it will. I don't really know, but it's just crazy to think that there's Miatas out there that have this many miles on them, like almost 500,000 miles. Like, that's just crazy to think about, that someone sat there for that many miles. Like, that's so cool. Most of us in our lives probably won't even ever drive that many miles. Think about that. I probably will. Anyways, thank you, one Samus. I really appreciate these comments. I have to reply back to you on Instagram. I saw your message, and I appreciate you shooting me a picture of your car. That's super awesome, but thanks again. Anyways, last comment, Chris McEvey, I think. Nobody in my country changes oil much more than once a year. I understand you. I understand. If you just don't drive the car very often, you probably don't have to change the oil very much. And to be honest with you, the whole 3 months, 3,000 mile thing, I'm not quite sure if that's just invented from oil companies to get us to do oil changes and you know, buy oil and stuff, or if the cars honestly actually need oil changes that often. I don't know if you guys have heard, but like a Lamborghini Huracan will go 100,000 miles without an oil change. So what is that even, how is that possible? You don't even have to change the oil filter, I don't think. So, but it's probably not gonna hurt the car to do it either. So, you know, it's probably not too terrible depending on how much you drive your car though. So I try and change my oil about every 4 months or maybe 5 months if I'm pushing it. I've been using synthetic, so it's not too bad. And then also my car burns oil like no other, so I'm constantly adding brand new oil in, so I just feel like the oil is probably not too bad, but the oil filter obviously does get gunked up still. So anyways, I think it's pretty interesting that people in your country don't actually change their oil every 3 months. So that's cool. Anyways, thank you so much for your comment, Chris. I really appreciate it. That's probably where I'm gonna leave it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I know we didn't do much in this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love just hanging out with you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Go ahead and drop a thumbs up if you did. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions, comments, and if you guys enjoyed this kind of like replying to comments, go ahead and let me know it in the comments below, and maybe I'll do another one in the near future. I love talking to you guys. I love interacting with you in any way possible, so please hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. We're about to hit 3,000 subscribers, which is just insane, and I need your help to do it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.